For my CSL, I had the opportunity to work within Boyle Street, more in specific, the Inner City Rec and Wellness Program. So I brought up their website, boylestreet.org, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about them before I get into my CSL program. So Boyle Street is a nonprofit organization that assists individuals and families challenged by homelessness and poverty. They provide cultural, outreach, mental health, housing, family and youth, and employment services. And they also provide a place where the community can enjoy great food, warmth, and companionship. Boyle Street stands with community members as long as they need. It doesn't matter days, hours, minutes, years, it doesn't matter, as long as they need. And in return, the community members share their gifts, which I've seen firsthand, and these people have amazing talents and gifts. And everything that Boyle Street does matters. It doesn't matter big or small, and I find that even the smallest gestures have the biggest impacts. And they value and respect the beliefs and spirituality of every single person. So Boyle Street in specific on their website has a few guiding principles. They're non-judgmental. That is, they don't care what your background is. They provide services for you no matter what. And they believe no one can do it alone. So everybody needs support. And people do the best with the resources that they have. And people need that supportive and safe environment to be in control of their lives. They're healthier that way. For my CSL, I had the opportunity to experience programs such as Pet Food Bank, Collective Kitchen, and Drop-In Floor Hockey. And these programs exist for community members who face barriers such as access to gyms to run around in for exercise, or acquiring pet food for their pets, or even acquiring healthier foods for themselves. And my project was to create social media posts that share my experiences and educate the public about barriers to physical health and mental wellness opportunities that community members face. And from these posts, you can see that Pet Food Bank is a gift that keeps on giving and helps those in the face of poverty access pet supplies. Collective Kitchen fights malnutrition one meal at a time. And Drop-In Floor Hockey creates community and fosters cooperation. I bet you're wondering how this has anything to do with what we're learning and how it relates to moral philosophy. And I want to start by going to the specifics of virtue ethics. So Rachel states that we seek out people for different purposes, and this makes a difference to the virtues that are relative. Now, community members within Boyle are suffering from things such as family stress, addictions, poverty, and more. And they seek programs such as Collective Kitchen, Pet Food Bank, and Drop-In Floor Hockey for different reasons. So Boyle Street has to portray an abundance of virtues that those in the face of poverty are seeking. Now, within volunteering, I think that the biggest virtues stressed within Boyle's programs are compassion and empathy. Now, as a society, I think that those in the face of poverty are grouped within a type of culture. And Hinman explains that a culture is a set of beliefs, values, and practices that define a group's identity. Now, I see this most within floor hockey. In floor hockey is where community members can drop in with whatever equipment they have, and there's also been equipment donated such as goalie pads and sticks that they can use, and they divide into teams and play hockey for an afternoon. And these people that come, these community members, have things in common such as living paycheck to paycheck. They're in the face of poverty, they've lost their job due to injury, their family stress, etc. And there's rules and practices that they follow so that every time that they come is a positive experience. Now, Boyle teaches these community members to apologize when they've hit someone with a stick or a ball and to promote good sportsmanship. They strive to recognize and celebrate individual strengths and weaknesses. And I've also had the chance to work within Collective Kitchen and Pet Food Bank. And Collective Kitchen is where community members can gather to cook and divide these portions up to take home to eat. And this is where care ethics, I see, is a big part of Boyle's goals. As Notting states, the carer is attentive to the cared for. The carer puts aside her own values and projects and tries to understand the express need for the cared for. Now, within Boyle, they understand that grocery shopping is expensive, And often the healthiest ingredients, such as fruits and vegetables, are often the most expensive. So those in the face of poverty often face malnutrition. And this is where Collective Kitchen aims to care for those in need. Boyle Street also has a program such as Pet Food Bank, and they realize that pets are expensive because we have to worry about neutering them, giving them food, litter, and medication, and we don't always have access to those. So Pet Food Bank gives out supplies for as much as 4 pets, which teaches people how to understand the needs of others through modeling. The community members see and feel what it's like to be cared for, and in return they go out and understand the needs of others. They realize that each member deserves a full measure of dignity, support, and respect. Now that we've looked at the specifics, I bet you're wondering how this relates to what we're learning about in general. Well, let me explain it to you.